Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Hi, everybody. Hello, my tender. How are you today? Hi, everybody. That is Thursday, everybody. Hello, Minnetonka. Hello, Duluth. Hello, Rochester. Hello, St. Louis Park, Plymouth, Elk River. Welcome to the show, everybody. Look at them right there. Good morning. Hello. Thank you for being here, everybody. Have a seat. Let's get started. We have a great show. Thank you for being here. Get a cup of coffee. Let's have some fun. Good morning or good afternoon if you're watching us on the replay. Save a lot of that love. She's my sister from another mister. Give it up for Miss Kendall, everybody. Hello.
Hi. Good
How
morning.
you doing?
Good.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Well?
Yes, it's my Friday.
It is your Friday.
It's my Friday.
You're not here tomorrow, right?
I'm not. I'm going to miss you, and I'm going to miss everyone.
Are you, and I don't know, who do we have tomorrow? Is it Shannon?
Shannon.
Shannon tomorrow? Okay,
Yep.
We got Shannon, but will I see you next week before I take off?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. Yeah.
Yep. Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm off going to Disney World for the holidays. So that should surprise nobody. That should surprise nobody.
Yes.
I'm so excited because I'm taking my radio executive producer, Dawn McLean, with us. And so we're going to have so much. I'm taking her for a couple days. So I can't wait. I can't wait to take her to Star Wars Land and all of that. By the way, speaking of Star Wars, tonight is the opening of Rise of Skywalker. And coming up at the end of the show, I have a message for all of you fans out there. Basically, don't listen to the bitter critics. Don't listen, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Yeah, these movies aren't made for critics, everybody, just FYI. Yeah, they're not made for critics. They're made for fans. So I have a message coming up at the end of the show. Hey, I often say that I'm grateful just for folks coming to our show every day. The fact that they get dressed up, they shampoo their hair, most of them. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Thank you for showering. Thank you.
Thank you for showering, is what we're saying now. Right, Brad? Thanks. The audience has showered today, Brad. It's great. But sometimes people bring us, the crew, stuff, gifts, and it's really nice. This woman yesterday, let's take a look at this picture. This woman there, look at these. Her name is Leslie. And not only did she bring a gift, look at those cookies. She made a yacht. She made like a yacht-sized amount of fresh homemade cookies and homemade mints and caramels. And Leslie, if you're watching, my goodness, I got to tell you, that box lot right there lasted 4 minutes. I mean, it was just...
Literally. Yep, literally 4 minutes.
4 minutes. But thank you so much. The crew loved it, and it was very, very nice. And she came up to me and she goes, Jason, did they give you your present yet? And I go, no, Aaron waits till after, we do the meet and greet, and then I'll see. And I opened the box, and I was like, Wallapalooza, look at this.
I know, it was so good.
People are so nice. I mean, just, sometimes you get down in the world, and, I'll see a negative email, and I had a woman email. I read a negative email on the radio show. No, this is good, no. I responded to a negative email on the radio show. And this was a learning moment for me, and maybe you can take something out of this. And I read it, I reacted, or I responded to the woman who wrote a negative thing. And I had this other really nice lady write to me, and she goes, Jace, she goes, I get it, we're all human. She goes, you should read some positive ones sometime and let that shine brighter than the negative ones. And I got to tell you, it was a really good lesson. So I'm going to give more weight to the positive than the negative. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a good lesson.
It is.
So Karen, thank you for writing the email, and Leslie, thank you for the gifts for our staff. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. The hot dish, by the way, getting us ready for Christmas. Low fat today. Low fat and low calorie.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Fat,
It's not.
fat.
It's loaded with butter. Yeah. It's loaded with butter. First up, we now know who the final 3 contestants on The Masked Singer are. The finale, The finale aired last night, so just spoiler alert, but it's all over the place. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are the big reveals.
The multi-talented superstar, my friend.
There we go. That's Adrian from The Talk. It's Adrian from The Talk, and she was a Cheetah Girl. Yeah. The Real, not The Talk. She's on The Real. And Kendall got that one right. I thought it was Fantasia. I almost bet the farm on that one. Chris Daughtry is the Rottweiler, and Wayne Brady is the Fox. Wayne, by the way, was crowned the winner. I don't even know how they determine a winner, but yeah. So the crew and Aaron knows what I'm going to tell you here, and that is, so yesterday, if you watched our show, I made a little joke. I said, hey, I am so confident that the Rottweiler is Chris Daughtry that if it's not Chris Daughtry, I'm going to take the entire audience to Disney World with me, you know.
Yeah, big promises.
So listen to this. So we get done, and I do a Q&A with the audience every day after the show. They can ask me anything. And this woman stood up. And she was not kidding. She goes, yeah, I have a question. If you're wrong, are you really going to take us to Disney World? And I laughed. I kind of laughed it off. She goes, so I turned my back to answer another question. She goes, if you have integrity, you will. Security quickly removed her. Yeah.
Brad.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I told her, fine, I'll just take you. You know what I mean? But no. But I woke up this morning. I am not lying. I went to church praying. I was like, please let the Rottweiler be Chris Daughtry. Season 3, by the way, debuts after the Super Bowl on the FOX. Next in the dish, last night was the second production of Live in Front of a Studio Audience featuring an all-star cast performing classic episodes of All in the Family and another Norman Lear classic, Good Times. Good Times began, this is the highlight, y'all know I love a good theme song. Good Times began with that legendary theme song, and look who performed it.
Good time, anytime you need a payment. Good time, you need a payment. Anytime you're after temporary layoff. Good time, easy credit report. Good time, scratching and surviving. Good time, good time. Hey, we lucky we got 'em. Good time.
That is Anthony Anderson, and of course, the one and only Miss Patti LaBelle doing the legendary theme song. That was the highlight right there. I could just click, but I watched it because I love Norman Lear. I loved Good Times. I love these classic shows. I will tell you though, I gotta be honest, I was disappointed by Good Times. I don't know what it was. I don't. There's Mr. Amos there, legendary star of the original show for all you youngins out there. But I was disappointed. Something was off. The timing was off. It seemed a little stilted. Now I'm not giving. I understand it though, because if you remember last night, right around this time that this aired live, the breaking news coverage of the impeachment was going on. So they would interrupt the flow of the show with impeachment. And if I was the cast, I would be a little like, oh, okay, because it really was live. So I felt bad. All in the Family, though, was tremendous. I mean, Woody Harrelson has found his groove. He's back as Archie. Woody wasn't great in the last one 6 months ago. He was great. And let's just say it again. Marissa Tomei as Edith Bunker was fantastic. I mean, you can't replace the late Gene Stapleton, but yeah.
I'm glad you were happy with it.
Yeah, I loved it. Now, you also know I'm a big TV nerd, and all of us of my age and older, y'all know what TV commercials were like in the 70s. They were cheesy, and on ABC, now just hang with me here. On ABC, the announcer, I loved, I'm a radio guy, so I like announcers. He had the best voice, the ABC announcer. Let me give you an example. This is how he said The Love Boat. Tonight on The Love Boat. I loved him. I mean, so ABC last night did retro style commercials for their shows. Look at this.
Tomorrow on GMA, super long lines for gas. Ali beats Frasier. Oh wait, that was in the 70s. And speaking of the 70s, we're behind the scenes of tonight's big shows with some big surprises. Tomorrow on Good Morning America. Hey, we look good in the 70s.
It's so good. They did it for all of their shows all night long.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
They used the old ABC logos, the old theme songs, the old graphics. That's the ABC logo like in the mid 70s. And that guy did a great impression of the announcer.
That's
The
cool.
Love Boat.
I love the filter they put over everything too.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Young people were probably like, why do these commercials look like this? But you can see. Yeah, you can see all of them, by the way, on ABC's YouTube channel. We have such a good show. Go get another beverage and meet me back here in just a minute. Back in a moment. Coming up, more Hot Dish. If y'all need a good belly laugh, don't touch that dial, as they say. Wait until you hear how critics are ripping apart, and I mean ripping, the Cats movie. It sounds like it's as dreadful as I thought it would be. Then, I adore this woman. The cooking mom is back with her always delicious and always easy to make recipes. And today, she'll show you how to make some can't-miss appetizers for your holiday gathering. And our fashion diva, Sara Rodgers, proclaimed it on our show a few weeks ago. Turtlenecks are back. Well, how do you wear them? What kinds are back? And what styles are back? We'll show you in a warm and cozy fashion show. Stay right there. The Jason Show. Be right back.
Just funny. I'm so excited to be here. Is anyone else here tonight wearing their inclusion robe? Anyone? I see a couple of hands up there. No? You're not doing that? Maybe up there, I thought, no? There's usually a couple. Maybe they're in the bathroom, just being inclusive, really. But yeah, this is my inclusion robe for the holidays, and thank you. Thank you. I mean, I know that James would only celebrate Christmas, and I don't want to say that's wrong or that James Corden is terrible or that James Corden only recognizes holidays that are important to him. I'm not saying that. If you're thinking it, I can't stop that, but...
Melissa McCarthy, guest hosting for James Corden, who's out filming a movie. Speaking of James Corden, and speaking of movies that he's in... Next in the dish. The reviews are starting to pour in for the new movie, Cats. Thank you. Cat stars Judi Dench, Idris Elba, Taylor Swift, Jennifer Hudson, and Jason Derulo. If you've missed this monstrosity, here's a clip from the trailer.
Tonight is a magical night where I choose the cat that deserves a new life.
Going to the ball could get dangerous. Come on! Let's dance!
I judge a cat by its soul.
I've got plenty of soul.
Spotlight. And a drum roll, please.
No!
Cats Now and Forever hits theaters on Friday. And thanks to our producer, Eric, I woke up to this email, and it was a collection of reviews. It was a collection of great quotes from reviews from all around the world.
Oh.
Here's a couple of them. First up, The Beat says, "Cats is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs." I'm sorry. These are so good. Movie review blog Den of Geek wrote, "Meouch."
Meouch.
The Rap says Andrew Lloyd Webber's feline fantasy musical becomes a garish hairball. And finally, the Jam Report says Cats is the most inexplicably bizarre film of the year. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my phone. There's more.
Oh, there's more.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Settle in, folks. We're not going anywhere. Here we go.
All aboard.
From the Boston Globe, "My eyes are burning. Oh, God, my eyes." The Collider. Now, remember, the director's name is Tom Hooper. Keep that in mind, audience. The Collider writes, "Can you make a movie so bad that the Academy takes back your Best Director Oscar?" I'll do one more. Let's see here. Here we go. LittleWhiteLies.com writes, "I felt the light inside of me slowly fading." Oh, God, I needed this so good. I needed this. It was so good. Anyway,
So good.
go see Cats. Let me know what you think. Next in the dish. Aaron's still excited. Schwabi is still going. Schwabi, you got to review that next week, okay? Yeah. Well, next, we now know who the highest paid YouTube star is. Think about who you think it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who it is.
You know how your mom or dad tell you to wash your hands before you eat your food because of bacteria? Oh. Well, today we're gonna swab places and we're gonna see if there's really bacteria there. Welcome to Ryan's World.
That's 8-year-old Ryan Kachi from Ryan's World. He pulled in, are you ready?
No.
$26 million this year. Y'all, we are in the wrong business. Yeah. He was also number one last year with, I don't know how he survived, $22 million. He has almost 23 million subscribers. And if you couldn't tell, in that video, he's showing us how to grow our own bacteria. I know. I have the trajectory of my career, I should have done another thing. I don't know. That's crazy.
What are we doing with our lives?
I don't know. We should grow bacteria. I guess, yeah. Hey, don't hate that kid has hustle. I'm not hating the hustle. That's right.
You do you.
You do you, Lil Ryan. That's right. You do you. I'm proud of him. Don't hate the play, I hate the game.
Yes.
Well, he hustles too. Our half-hour hot dish continues with our Insider to the Stars. Joining us from his finely decorated extra bedroom in Anaheim, California, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dax Holt from Hollywood Pipeline.
Good morning.
Dax, what have we done wrong with our lives? What have we done wrong with our lives?
I need to go hustle my children a little bit more.
Yeah. Dax, get your kids in front of the YouTube or something. Come on.
But like Ryan though does have like a line of toys and Target and stuff, so it's not just YouTube money. He's making a lot of money on merchandise as well.
Oh, I didn't. Well, see, Dax would know those things. I don't know. Yeah. First up, it's the season for holiday parties, and you have photos. The Kardashians had quite the party.
Audience loving the Kardashians today, I can see.
Yeah.
But no, Keeping Up with the Kardashians had their holiday party at Nobu, which, Jason, I don't know if you've ever gone to Nobu in Malibu when you've done your trips. It's really expensive, like super fancy sushi place right on the sand in Malibu. So like you get a plate of like 2 rolls and it's $30. I mean, really expensive. And they had their entire Christmas party. So all the employees that work on Keeping Up with the Kardashians show up. You've got Kim shows up in her tight little blue monochrome outfit. Kris was there in her pink satin dress. Kylie shows up. But I'm just thinking how much money they must have dropped to have their Christmas party at this kind of like high-end eatery on the beach.
There's only been 2 times in my life that I've almost swallowed my tongue when I get a check, and it is there. It is there, and then right down the road, the Maestro's Steakhouse on the ocean. Yep. I'm not kidding. I just told the story recently. I was there with about 5 other people, and I was with a really, really rich dude. And he started ordering wine from the reserve, Dax. And the bill came, and it was $3,247.27. So my husband, Colin, gets into his wallet, and Colin goes, "Should we help with tip?" And Colin whips out a $20 bill. And my best friend Jen said, "You put that 20 away, it's offensive." And yeah, it was.
Put your cheap money away.
Exactly. Okay, next. Justin Bieber, shirtless photos, I hear, Dax.
Yep, so Justin Bieber coming out of his dance studio here in Los Angeles, showing off all of his tattoos. I mean, listen, we've watched the evolution of his tattooed torso over the last couple of years. He just keeps getting more and more. Got the neck one the other day. But here's the thing. He's coming out of dance rehearsal. We hear that there is a new album on the way. It sounds like insiders are saying that this album is going to be focused on a lot of his issues with depression, his devotion towards his relationship, his marriage. So I think you're going to see another side of Bieber with this new album, a very sensitive side. And we're hearing that it's going to be revealing a lot of him. Not only that, Scooter, his manager, is saying that this new album, his voice sounds better than ever. So listen, the last album was pretty great. I'm not like this crazy Justin Bieber fan, but man, that last album was really good.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Finally, tell everybody you had an interesting guest on your podcast this week.
We had a very fascinating guest. So I don't know if you're familiar with Jason Ellis, who is a huge radio host. He's kind of like a regular on the Stern Show. But, over the last couple of years, he's been dealing with his sexuality. He's married, but he does identify as a bisexual man. And he was really revealing a lot to us, just getting down and deep and saying, look, it's tough. He deals with not feeling accepted in the LGBT community because he says, I'll be talking to gay men and they say, oh, well, you're not straight. You must be gay. And he goes, no, I like both sexes. So and he feels like he doesn't fit anywhere. And it was a really interesting deep dive into his head. And when you look at Jason Ellis, he's one of the manliest, toughest guys out there, covered in tattoos from head to toe, puts off this persona. But as I'm talking to him, I'm thinking, this guy is a teddy bear inside. Yeah. And I think that he really is he wants to be loved at the end of the day. And I don't know, it was a really fascinating sit down with this guy. So I urge your audience to listen to it. You can find it on
Yeah, it's on Hollywood. Yeah, search for Dax Holt too. And yeah, Dax, I'm legitimate because I love Howard. I am a huge Jason fan, and he has a lot to say, and I'm glad you did that interview.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Dax Holt, everybody, from Hollywood Pipeline. Search for Dax Holt on social media and Hollywood Pipeline. Download that podcast episode. Yeah, Jason Ellis is fascinating. Still ahead, we're going to show you some of the best looks for Turtleneck season. Who knew? But next, I love her so much. The cooking mom is back on our show with some of her holiday favorites when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. Stay right there. In the kitchen with Dinah. Not really Dinah, though. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is not the holiday season at the Jason Show without our next guest. If you've been procrastinating what to cook for the gathering, look no further. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our good friend, the cooking mom, Amy Hanton, everybody. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It is. I said that to the gadget guy. I know it's a holiday season when you come through and the gadget guy comes through. So yeah, you are the sign of the holidays.
It's like 6 days away.
It's
crazy.
It doesn't.
I know.
That doesn't compute with me. Like I can't believe it's next week. It seems
I know,
very odd
I know.
to me.
Well,
so.
okay, chill out, relax. I got you covered.
Perfect.
So here's the deal. My favorite way to entertain is just put a bunch of stuff out, especially on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And
Let
crank
them
some
graze.
music. Yes,
Yeah.
let them have at it. I don't want to be stuck in the kitchen the whole time. I'm picking my daughter up. She's at the University of Minnesota today.
Oh, nice.
So I just want to hug with the kids and hang out. So I've got some easy ones. Who doesn't like a good spinach artichoke dip?
It's so good.
It's a classic,
Yeah, it
right?
is.
And it never goes out of style. But some are better than others. I've been told this is the best one ever, and I'm not going to argue with that.
Don't
right?
argue when they give you a compliment. Yeah.
This is so good, and it's super easy, and you can make it probably Sunday and have it in your refrigerator and then bake it off that day. So this is a good 3 or 4 days ahead. Get her done.
Yeah.
Starts doing the stuff. So it starts out and it makes a big batch, which is nice. A softened block of cream cheese.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some real mayonnaise, not the other stuff,
Real. We want real mayo.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. We had a jar of each in my refrigerator. Like my dad liked one thing, my mom liked the other.
I like one for sandwiches.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But for this one, I want you to use the mayonnaise.
Yes,
all right.
okay,
I don't
got
want
it.
any sweet in here.
No.
And then we're doing some sour cream.
Okay.
And if the cream cheese is at room temperature, it comes together a little bit better. And you can even use a mixer to break it up a little bit if you're struggling, if your cream cheese is a little bit lumpy. Okay.
Yeah.
Got that? All right. Then you're going to do a can of artichoke hearts. Not the marinated ones for this, just the can, they're inexpensive. And if they're whole, you can chop them up. If they're quartered, you can kind of leave them. Or, it's up to you. I like a little texture in here.
I do
want to
too.
know that,
Yep.
I want to get one of those on my dipper.
Because everything else is so creamy.
Yeah.
I like a little, I want texture.
Absolutely. And then this is a box of frozen spinach. You don't cook it. You just microwave it and squeeze it dry. And it's like this whole box kind of gets down to nothing. Kind of disappears on you. But you want to make sure it's really dry. You don't want, just kind of take a dish towel or paper towels and squeeze it.
You don't want no water in
You don't
your
want
dip.
no water in
That's
there.
nasty.
Exactly. And then we're going to add a little garlic. So
Okay.
my recipe has some different touches. Because this is or a lot of garlic. Should we do a little more?
Do a little. I like a little garlic. This is interesting. I've never seen garlic in the artichoke dip.
I'm telling you, this one's special. And I
Yeah.
always say, if everybody's eating garlic, it all cancels each other out, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Then, because this is incredibly rich, I could have this for dinner.
Yeah.
I cut it with a little bit of fresh lemon juice. You
Nice.
can also add a little lemon zest in there. And then I've got not one, but 2 different cheeses. I've got good quality grated Parmesan.
Okay.
Not the stuff from the canister. If you can get the better quality stuff, the
There
better.
is a difference.
There is.
Yeah,
there
spend
is.
a little bit more. Yes.
If that's all you have, it'll work. But if you want to crank it up, use the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then mozzarella cheese. So 2 different types of cheeses. So this is going to make it kind of stretchy and gooey
Yeah.
and yummy. So park this in the refrigerator. And then, right before you want to serve it, because you want to serve this piping warm out of the oven, put it in a casserole dish, or even more fun, get one of these sourdough bread bowls and hollow it out.
Yeah.
And then bake the whole thing in there. And then save the top of the bread and toast it up for dipping, and buy another loaf of, this is just a nice baguette. And or you can do it with crackers or crostini, but it makes me happy too.
It makes you happy. I'm sitting here. I'm so excited.
I know. It's
I want that
It's
in my belly.
bomb
Yeah.
diggity. Well, you can have it in your belly because I
Thank you.
just took it out of the oven.
Thank
It's
you.
super good.
I love it. Thank you. Okay.
So another must for the holidays.
Yeah. Can I eat while you talk?
Dip
Thank
right
you.
in there.
There we go.
So another must for the holidays, meatballs.
I'm sorry. Here she comes. Here she comes.
It's so good.
There we go.
I think you're gonna like
Take
it.
that to Aaron.
It's
please.
warm. It's
Don't
warm.
be rude. Don't
Yeah.
be rude. Here, take
I
some
know.
to Aaron. Take some to Aaron Schwab. You can't do that. Be nice to the crew. Thank
It's
you.
a hit. It is
Yes.
always a hit.
Okay.
So you got to have meatballs at the holiday,
Yes, you do.
right?
Yes.
So coming up, I'm going to show you how it's the easiest, best ever cranberry meatball recipe.
We can actually do it now.
Wanna do it now?
Should we do it now, or do you want to wait for the other? Let's do it now. Let's do meatballs now. We'll say that to last.
Okay, all right. So this is so easy. Perfect for the big game. I know people love their meatballs at holiday parties. They're just part of the spread. And when it's cold out, don't be serving all cold appetizers.
No.
You know, you got to do some warm stuff. And then you can certainly do the veggies and the dip and the cheese and the sausage. But warm meatballs are. I'm so glad you like it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I do love lining my slow cooker because I don't want to be stuck Christmas Eve doing the dishes all night. Now, you can certainly make your own homemade meatballs, and I love you if you do that. And I have a recipe for homemade meatballs on the website. That's a lot of work, man.
It is. I don't want to work
It's so much work.
Yeah.
So you can do store-bought frozen meatballs, but they're not all created equal, right? Some of them have a lot of stuff in them that you don't want to be eating, and they don't taste all that great, right?
No.
Yeah.
There's one in particular that tastes like hairballs.
Yeah.
So
these are made right here in St. Paul.
I'm continuing the cast references throughout the show. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So you want to get a couple of bags of good quality meatballs, and you know these are all natural. And they're the good stuff. All right. So 2 bags of those.
2 bags.
Throw them in there frozen. All right. Then we're going to do some cranberry sauce. So just a can of that, or if you make your own, that's fine too. Great way to use leftover cranberry sauce too. And then we're going to do 1 whole bottle of chili sauce. So we've kind of got this the tart and the sweet from the cranberries, and then we're going to add some savory. Chili sauce is like kicked up ketchup. You're going to find it near the ketchup, near the cocktail sauce. So we're going to dump that in there, and then a little bit of onion. If you're a sauerkraut person, you could also throw some sauerkraut in there too, if you like that. And then your favorite, because I know you like your booze.
I do. She knows me well. But
I had a little.
Could you? No, I mean, the heck is this?
Well, I had to make another batch, and I might have had a little.
Sure.
You do not. You need. Yes, dump it in there. This is just a little bit of red wine, and so there you go.
Well, it was a lot more before you got a hold of it. There we go. Yeah.
It's usually you're the one who's.
Usually I am the one.
Lid goes on. This cooks slow and slow for a few hours. This is what the studio's been smelling all morning long. It's so stinking delicious. And here it is. Just keep it warm. It's perfect for the big game. I put some toothpicks out, double, triple the batch, and I'm dying for you to taste these. Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
Let me try one.
Yeah, and you don't want to use the Italian meatballs, by the way, because that would be, these aren't Italian. They're, you just want to get the all beef or the all pork, or just the, kind of home style. So.
Okay, and now quickly close the lid before Kendall gets over.
Okay.
There we go.
We can hide the whole thing.
More with the Cooking Mom when we return. Back in a minute, everybody. Everybody, more with the Cooking Mom, Amy Hatton. So, in the commercial break, myself and the crew, we ate every meatball in here.
They did.
And they were all, no, these are so, no, don't worry, audience, there's some left. All kidding, this is really good. This is a great meatball recipe. My mother-in-law makes meatballs, they're really good. These are right up there.
Thank you.
They're right.
And they're easy. I know, everybody has their own special meatball recipe, but some of them are a lot of work.
Yeah,
and,
this is good.
This is a great shortcut.
Yeah.
Yes. So here's another shortcut. It's, cranberries. It's festive, and that season is here and gone, and they're so Christmas. I think a lot of us do a turkey or a pork roast, and maybe you make homemade cranberry sauce, and you're like, okay, after the holidays, what the heck do I do with this cranberry sauce?
You really can't eat cranberry like on 4th of July.
No,
No.
So put a little bit in your cream cheese. It's a great, you could.
You could, but yeah.
But yeah, not so much. But you can put in cream cheese, makes a great bagel spread. I've got lots of ways to use leftover cranberry sauce. This is super simple last minute holiday appetizer. So I took some French bread, right?
Okay.
Picked some up, good quality French bread. Took some brie, and brie is seems so fancy during the holidays, and it's not. It's very inexpensive. You can get it anywhere. Everybody likes it.
Various sizes.
Yes.
It's creamy. It's accessible.
It's nothing like blue cheese. People, I think, hear the word brie and they're like, ah!
No.
It scares people. It's like melty. Kids like it,
My father-in-law, before I entered the family, my father-in-law had never had brie, and I brought it. And he was unsure. And I'm like, just dig in there.
Yep.
Now he loves it.
It's super mellow and melty and yummy. So I put a little piece of brie. It can come in a wheel. It can come in a log. It can come in a wedge, however it comes. Just slice a little bit on your French bread. And then you're going to take a little bit of your cranberry sauce, just a little bit, and put it right on the top. And you put these in the oven. I did these in the toaster oven here at at the station. Yeah, and they pop up people sometimes knock at your door for the holidays, and you're like, I just wanted to bring you some cookies, and you're like, oh, great, come on in. Now what am I going to do? You know what? You keep a few things on hand, like some brie, some cranberry sauce, some French bread,
and you can whip it up like that.
in no time flat, and you look like a rock star.
And so you put these in the oven?
Put them in the oven and just toast them up. and the brie gets all melty, and then it looks really pretty. And I just put them on. The big thing that's on trend that all the caterers do is called white space, right? So
what is that?
White space is just taking a pretty white dish or a platter, and then notice I don't have them like piles of them all over. I've just got them kind of spaced out, and I've got a little garnish and very simple. And then once they gobble these all up, you run back to the kitchen, come pick up. Same with the meatballs. I mean, I keep them in the slow cooker. But when you're thinking about putting your party food out, don't overcrowd the platters and just kind of keep it simple and
white space.
Yeah, white space. Isn't that
White
fancy?
space.
Yes.
Give it up for the Cooking Mom, Amy.
Yeah,
Hansen,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. For the Cooking Mom's recipes, go to thecookingmom.com, and here's a great Christmas gift idea. Get Amy's cookbook. You can still get it now on Amazon. The Cooking Mom Cooks Up Memory. Still ahead, everybody. Turtle season. Turtleneck. We're going hunting for turtles. Turtleneck season is back. Sara Rodgers from the Mall of America is going to show us how to pull the look off when we return. Come on, Amy. Let's go turtle hunting.
Turtle time.
Let me readjust. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. So, my buddy Sara Rodgers said this a couple weeks in our show, and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. It's turtleneck season. Turtlenecks are back. I did not know this. You might not have known it. Aaron Schwab didn't know it. But you may be wondering, what is the right way to wear a turtleneck? Because there is a right and wrong way. Here with some fashion ideas. The lovely Sara Rodgers from the Mall of America. Welcome back.
Hi, Jason. Thank you.
I take all of my fashion cues from you. I didn't doubt you, but I was like, I had not heard, because the last time we wore turtlenecks was in the late 90s. And right, for guys, that was about the late 90s, early 2000s.
I think that I've been wearing them all along, and I think a lot of guys have been wearing them all the time too, but they're in the spotlight this season.
Okay.
That's the thing. They're more prevalent than they have been.
Oh, well, we got a groan from the guys in the audience, but guys, wait until the conclusion of the fashion show. Who do we have first, Sarah?
All right, let's show you pretty Megan.
Come on, Megan. Give it up for Megan, everybody.
This is one of the ways that I have been seeing so much in the magazine, street style. It's wearing a turtleneck with a shirt over the top of it.
Really?
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm showing it to you on Pretty Megan, but guys are rocking this too, Jason. This is not a look that is just for the women.
I can't do that. Really?
You really can. And it's
now I could do that skirt maybe, but I'm just joking. Yeah.
Just keep in mind too, the way I always think about it, Jason, every trend is not for everybody. If you don't feel comfortable with it, if you don't like it, don't do it.
Okay.
But it is out there and it is an option if you're looking for, one of the newer ways.
This is it.
This is it.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. Who do we have next?
Okay, next up we have Maggie.
Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
Yes.
Look at Maggie.
Yes. Isn't that pretty?
Look at Maggie.
She has on that pretty pink turtleneck, so look for color in the turtleneck. Now, guys, may not be in the pink, but it is out there as an option. But certainly, ladies, go for the color, the pop. You can see how great it works with the black and white here. That turtleneck and coat is from Banana Republic. Jeans, found those at Express. Boots from Aldo.
And Banana's been having some good sales lately.
Yes, they
just to
have.
tell you, they've been having some good sales.
Yes, they have.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you so much.
Next up, we have Andrew.
Give it up for Andrew. Now, full disclosure, I know Andrew. Andrew's my friend.
Yes.
So what's Andrew wearing?
Well, he's wearing color too. And this time in a color I think most guys can embrace, blue.
Yeah.
That pretty shade of blue. This is a gorgeous turtleneck. Just put it on with jeans. You don't have to do anything else. Those jeans are from True Religion. And then check out the white sneakers from Aldo. So just simply put on your turtleneck, a little bit chunkier maybe, and it's a standalone piece.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that shade of blue, that's a pretty universal for all skin tones. Am I right
agree.
on that one?
I agree with you.
Okay. So I trust you on the color thing, and that, whether you're,
Yes, and it photographs well too. So if you're into taking selfies or at the family gathering.
Andrew, you're photographing well right now.
Yeah.
There we go. Give it up for Andrew, everybody. Who do we have next?
Next we have DACA coming out.
Come on up.
Check out this turtleneck.
Look at this.
This one is from Banana Republic. This one is a fleece. I love this ivory color. Nice neutral. Guys are into that. This one is like a sweatshirt, so guys will like that. Next to your skin, it's a fleece line. And it's a performance fabric too, so it's going to help.
Coat.
And that coat's from Macy's.
Yeah.
And that's a tip. Wear your turtleneck with your outerwear like a leather or a faux shearling like this one here.
I would never take that off at the party. I would just leave.
Jason.
People would ask me for my coat. Don't you touch my coat as part of the ensemble.
I'm with you.
That's right, yeah.
I'm with you. That is part of my outfit. Thank you very much. Jeans from Cotton On. We're still seeing the rips. And check out those fabulous boots from Aldo.
Look at the boots, everybody. I love
with the chain detail.
Aldo?
From Aldo. So wear your turtleneck with your outerwear and make a statement. Leather jacket is fine, but I love it with that faux shearling.
Just leave those boots in the back before you leave. Thank you very much.
I'm feeling it too.
Thank you. I love those.
Yeah, me too.
Who do we have next?
Next, let's bring out Gavin.
Gavin, come on out.
A lot of times we're talking about that full turtleneck, but there's also the option of the mock neck. It's a little shorter. So if that's your, reason why you don't really love the turtleneck, it's because it comes up to your eye and it feels like it's too close and maybe you feel like it's choking you, a little claustrophobic with it. Consider a mock neck where it comes up not quite as high. That one's from Banana Republic. Love the cable detail on that. That outerwear piece, that's from Express. I love that. That's a blazer with the zip out little hoodie there. Dress pants. Work well with your turtleneck. Those are from Macy's in that charcoal color by DKNY, and then his shoes are from DSW.
Yeah, I recognize. I have the lighter version of those.
I do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
So that's a good look. Go with the mock neck if you're not sure if you want that full turtleneck or the roll neck.
Thank you, Gavin. One more style.
Yes. Jason, don't be afraid to dress it up. Our motto here, Josiah, is showing you how you can wear it even with a tuxedo jacket. This jacket is from a Banana Republic, from Express. And the turtleneck is from Express as well. Jeans from Cotton On. You can have on your tuxedo with it, full tuxedo suit, and put that turtleneck on.
It's fantastic.
Isn't
Let's
that
hear it
great?
for all the models, everybody. Come on out. That's a lot more comfortable than if you want to do that at a party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can find all of these styles, all of these clothes at the Mall of America. Give it up for Sara Rodgers, everybody, and the models. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Let's do our pick.
Yes. Let's do it.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We were just loving Sara Rodgers. Sara Rodgers, this is how cool she is. She has like a makeup mirror light around her phone to take selfies because it's all about lighting, even with a selfie. I'm just saying, I need to get that.
Yeah.
That's a good gift.
Target Boutique.
Do you have one?
No, but I know where you get them.
You don't need one. You're that beautiful.
Oh, Jayus. I just stuffed a crouton in my mouth.
That's
Thank
right,
you
yeah.
so much.
That's my girl. You can get tickets to our show by going to our Facebook page. Just click the ticket tab. You're in by 9:15 and you're out by 11:15. We're going to take a break. When we come back, my message to Star Wars fans and Star Wars critics when we return. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kendall joins me again, and we're really excited because we have a gift for our audience today. Today's ornament giveaway is sponsored by Home Furniture, who decorated our lovely set, so everyone's going home with a lovely Christmas ornament. Thank you very much. So, you guys know me. Really quickly, I want to try to get this out. You guys know me. I'm a big fan of things, and when I like something, I want everyone to enjoy it. And I hate when people ruin stuff. And the critics are just trashing the new Star Wars movie. So I have a message as the movie opens tonight for all the Star Wars fans out there. And I'm going to read a little bit of what I posted yesterday on my social media. I said, I never did care much what critics had to say about the films in the Star Wars franchise. I mean, when The Empire Strikes Back came out in 1980, which is regarded as the best, top critics hated it. They panned it. So if it's all the same to you, I'm going to wait and make up my own mind. So with that, I'm thrilled to tell you that Rise of Skywalker is a win. It's big, it's bombastic, it's large, it's grand, it's scary, it's funny, it's warm. And then I talk about the fact that Carrie Fisher, the best thing they did in this, I don't need this anymore. Yeah, the best thing they did was pay tribute to Carrie Fisher and her character. My point being with all this is, you can read my whole thing on my social media, search for Jason Matheson. Fans of Star Wars, don't let the bitter critics ruin your mojo and your force. Go see this movie. Go see this movie. These movies are made for fans. These movies are made for fans, not shishi critics that don't know all about the Force. So go enjoy it. I loved it. I'm seeing it again tonight. May the Force be with us all. Tomorrow on the show, Shannon Paul hits the street with a gift for everyone, plus producer Ted gives us a wrap-up of Miss America. There we go. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks to this great audience. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Go see Star Wars.